always wanted something compact, and when I learned about the Y-Spy, I was really excited. Times are pretty tough right now, we all know that, and I think that this has given us a real advantage over the competitor.
And the Y-Spy then was a significant leap forward, because noise is just as important as received signal strength. Being able to operate with a tool like Y-Spy in those other spectrums is going to make a lot of projects a lot more practical.
With the Y-Spy, I was able to come in here and figure out how many other access points were in the vicinity, and then figure out which channels those were on, and then select a channel that was the least congested for this area of the building. The other things that I didn't know after I started paying attention to MetaGeek and your product were the things that can cause interference, like microwaves and wireless cameras.
And not having the Y-Spy unit at that time, all I could do was take my spectrum analyzer out, put it in peak hold mode, make sure it had enough power to run all day, and chain it to the staircase so it wouldn't disappear. Our spectrum analyzer isn't something that I would put in a box and ship to a subcontractor.
Well, now that you have Y-Spy in your toolkit, how do you use this traditional spectrum analyzer?
It's an expensive power meter at this point.
I thought it was really, really easy to use. I was expecting a little more configuration, a little more hassle to figure out how to get it to do what I wanted it to. The feature that I used the most was the network discovery portion, is because it gives me a really, really quick snapshot of the signal strength of each one of the access points in the area. It's very quick. You don't have to guess. You don't have to stare at a bunch of graphs and logs of error messages. And what these overlays are telling me are exactly where the corresponding networks are operating, which frequencies they're operating in. So it's really loud in here. From here, I'm able to determine that the channel that I have this access point set to is probably not the best channel to be on. By using the overlay, there's two networks that are sort of competing in the same spectrum. And as you can see, there's not as much color or interference in these other two areas over here. There's a little less right here, so if we probably moved my network into this area, we'd probably have a little better performance.
We've spent so much time over the years, wasted time and efforts trying to troubleshoot, and without tools like this, it's really hard to do. I wanted one of these before I knew it ever existed.
Because of the use of Y-Spy, I'm able to do the work I should be doing.
Y-Spy is a great tool. Bang for the buck has got to be head and shoulders above a lot of the other stuff that's available on the market.
And we're only as good as the tools that we use. We have full confidence in this one, that's for sure.